Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Eur USD as usual, and remember we do have data coming out today. We're waiting for the Fed to come out with their results of their meeting today. So not really interested in this at the moment, and we are sideways on the 8 hour. Nice grouping to the downside on the oscillators at the moment. Could be a potential double bottom here, but we need to wait for the noise to come through before we can make any commitments. Yesterday was pretty much a big up, big down day, then into a range. So during the European session, well, the Asian session was up, European session was down, and then the US session was slightly up and then sideways. So you can see we are hovering right in the middle of this range, well, a little bit higher than the middle, but you get my drift. So levels to watch: 121042 to the downside, that would trigger shorts, and 121441 to the upside would trigger longs. Moving across to US dollar Japanese yen, pretty much the same picture there. You can see a nice grouping at the top, pretty much a inside bar here. So you can see green, 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 then a red inside bar, and we're busy with a bit of follow through. I'm not going to read much into that until the data comes through. We are in an upward trend at the moment. There it is there. So it's going to take quite a bit of effort to reverse this trend at the moment on the 8 hour. Oscillators are grouped to the upside, which is indicating potential turn to the downside here. So, and you can see yesterday was very much a range day. So not really interested in that. Your two levels to watch are basically top and bottom of the range. So bottom of the range is 110026 and top of the range is 110168. Just a word of caution here. This could, we do break this area to the downside. We are in an upward trend on the higher time frames. So it could just basically break down, find structure on a diagonal or somewhere down here. If I do it like that, it could find structure further down here or over here, and then bounce back up as well based on the noise that's going to come through. Anyway, so US pairs, I'm sitting on the sidelines and waiting for the noise. British pound Japanese yen, we got a break of this structure and promptly came back into it to find some support further down. Pretty much a big up and down day. As you can see, previous day was up, nice little flag, hit the target of the flag here, which was 155.168, and then proceeded to drop all the way down to the next support, barreling through the midline here of 154.881. Look at my oscillators. When they start doing this and prices doing this, and we big up, big down, big confusion in and out the moving averages on the hour, you can see that, nothing's really changing. The only thing that's changing here is higher lows, higher highs. So potential for a bit of a move to the upside. So I just want to look at the weekly. Look at the weekly here. This is all extremely tired. So I think it's going to be a battle to move higher. You probably need to see some kind of fall to come and close maybe some of these gaps, just to build some structure. But that's a fairly strong uptrend at the moment. So I think it's going to take a lot to reverse the uptrend at the moment. So just pay attention to this. It is dropping slightly. It does look like a big flag it's forming, but when you look at the higher time frames, oscillators are indicating that potentially a move to the downside is brewing, but the trend is so strong to the upside, I would be very cautious with that. So this is another one just sitting on the sideline. Don't like the higher time frames at the moment. Euro British pound, another one which is quite interesting. You can see we are still tracking this 155 EMA. You see we keep getting up to it and coming down. And it's another one that's above and below the moving averages on the 8 hour. This is indicating, the oscillators here indicating the potential trend to the upside. If I look at the 1 hour, you'll see the picture just keeps repeating itself. Strong move up in the Asian and first early part of the European session, then pull back into range in the US session. Same thing happened yesterday. So key thing here is we're above the moving averages. So there is potential here. There's this inverse head and shoulders here. Hope you can see that. So let's just put the neckline in. There's a neckline, shoulder, head, shoulder, broken through, testing. So by the looks of things, this is 357 points at 339 points. So target is basically top of the wider range. That's kind of the structure we have at the moment. But because we're hovering in the middle of the range like this, we're obviously waiting for something to come out today. I can't see how the US market's going to affect it, but anyway, kind of a wait and see for me to see what transpires. London breakout strategy is still the way to go on this pair. So, and you got two options. It's the first 6 or the first 7 candles. There's 6, there's 7. That's my range. So if you do that, oh sorry. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Both have their merits. The seventh candle is basically the actual open. It's the first hour of the actual open, and you can see straight onto the range, close the 1 hour bar, then move straight up to the next level, which is 261. And you often find these Fibonacci levels as the support levels after the opening range. And if you look at the next one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just do 6 first. You'll see what I mean. So you can see that the trouble with 6 is that you do often get fake outs. But you can see the range has hit the 261 extension and almost the 4-3 extension. But if I now extend that to there and to there, you can see range and the 261 extension is pretty much what came back to sit on the 161.8 or the 61.8 extension. So yeah, London breakout strategy on Euro Pound is always a good scalping strategy. It's a 1-to-1 trade more often than not, but every now and then you get a different trade as well. Anyway, so this is the only one that I'd be looking at, Euro, British Pound, and basically looking for the first 7 bars, but it's going to be very tight by the looks of things. So we are waiting for some news today by the looks of things, and it's not just the US news, it's obviously something else that the market's waiting for today as well. Anyway, I'm sitting on the sidelines. This is the only one that I'll look at is Euro Pound, but apart from that, we will wait and see. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.